spaceships of ancient Olympian gods travel into our sun, and the god Apollo has a special mission concerning our sun. I have to admit, I have never ever heard of this before. And again, I'm giving you this from a Greek article I just found. We do have very mysterious going-ons with our sun, as the Soho images show us, of various crafts around the sun. Some of them seem to be hovering outside of the sun for days, months. Some of them seem to be siphoning energy off the sun. Others say it's solar filaments, very strange looking solar filaments, if you ask me. Others seem to be going into the sun and coming out the other side. There have been scientists claiming that they could be using the sun as some kind of a portal or a stargate. We have various strange phenomena going on with the sun. Back in 2004, as Nassim Haramein showed us in one of his lectures, and you can find wonderful lectures that he has on YouTube, there was a huge comet coming at us, and it would have hit us if the sun had not blown out a solar flare at the exact location, at the exact instance that blew the comet away off its trajectory, therefore saving Earth from impact. And he said, look, you people, look at this. Look what's happening here. Does the sun have emotions? Does the sun have the role of protecting our little Earth? How did the sun know that this thing was coming right at us? And how did the sun know that it had to give out this flare at that exact instance, that exact magnitude of a coronal mass ejection to hit that thing off its course? Strange things going on with the sun. Besides that, our emotions and our prayers are felt by our Earth, not only our body and our area, our surroundings, but they're felt by our Earth, and they're felt by our moon, and they're felt by the sun. When we have storms, when we have upheavals and chaos in the cosmos, our prayers, scientists have found, for example, on Heart Math, if you look at their articles, they have found evidence that our prayers and our emotions, our goodwill and our peace and our love, radiate out to the celestial bodies, and they feel it, and they calm down to a peace and tranquility. What is going on here? Now, this is a fascinating subject. Our solar system seems to feel our emotions. But going back to antiquity, of the gods of ancient Greece, the Olympian gods, one of them was Apollo. And this article states that the mission of shaping our sun into a giant fiery sphere was undertaken and carried out by who we call the Olympian god Apollo. When the Supreme Allied Order was entrusted to the ruling empire of Andromeda in order to have the task of colonizing our Earth millions of years ago. Millions of years ago. Exactly that is what the article says. The sun, in its original size, they said, was much smaller. But with technological interventions inside of it, we pushed the entire core mass of its center to the periphery, 200,000 kilometers thick, and the radius of the empty space inside it is 500,000 kilometers. So in the void of the sun's interior, they created a suitable living conditions where the shifting dimensional structure of the media came to the fourth and fifth dimensions. It was made for a hollow sphere within which the spaceships entered, traveled. Now, the scientists of Earth have a theory that the sunspots are periodical phenomena and natural phenomena of the sun. They are black holes which were created are being created by these Olympian gods, they said, in order to preserve the operations of the sun's luminous surface with their operating processes, and to create openings and windows in the flaming surface of space-time for the movements of their ships from the surface to the center. So they created windows and openings for spaceships to enter and travel through the sun in space-time. Through the sunspots, we see not only the solar system, they said, but the whole entire Milky Way. Okay? So basically they're saying here that the sunspots are not random, they're created by these Olympian gods. They say here, your scientists' techniques and knowledge of the sun are far from reality, and we regard them as people that don't know what they're saying, and dangerous because of the fact that they don't know what they're saying, because they don't have knowledge of the truth. From the artificial bases inside the sun, this is ruled by high entities, wholly belonging to what you call the Olympian god Apollo. Well, that's news to me. This is written by Nikos Castañas. It has to do with the Olympian messages from the ancient Greek Aristea of Liros. Okay, so obviously these ancient Greeks, I don't know if they had facts concerning these or if it was their imagination. But we do have some mysterious going-ons in the sun. We do have things entering and coming out from the other direction. Or we have things entering the sun and solar flares going out from the opposite side of the sun. We have things that we see on SOHO images that we cannot explain. And neither does NASA explain it for us. Anyway, please tell me what you think. I think this is fascinating. The fact that ancient Greeks were telling us that Olympian gods, I guess you would call them extraterrestrials or Nephilim or Anunnaki, and they had, or maybe even Atlanteans who had advanced technology. And they said that they increased the size of the sun. They took away the core, put it out to the periphery, and they emptied the center so that they could have some kind of a time or space-time portal and travel through it. Again, this is exactly what Nassim Haramein and others state could be going on, using the sun as a space portal or a wormhole, let's put it that way, in order to go from one position of the universe to the other. Very interesting. We learn something every day. Please tell me what you think, leave your comments, and ring the bell for more updated videos, and subscribe and share. God bless you. Please be very careful. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.